Oh man, here we are, another Grid Live. Here your boy TD Prime, here with my man Loaded Lunatic.
What's going on, fellas? We're in for a big game tonight. Titans, Texans. Winning, you get in for Tennessee.
Yeah, from what we're hearing right now from all the experts, nobody has the Texans going except for one person, one lone wolf, our Browns owner, Eric G.
Eric's horrible, man. I don't know what he was thinking. He's just a weirdo. I don't know how he picks the other team in this one. Titans have been beating on the Texans for a long time now. The Texans are 0-5 in division. They are not winning this game.
Yeah, 5 losses in the division, just as many losses as they have wins the whole season against everybody else in Grid. I can't see the Texans pulling this out. The Titans need this win.
As the AFC South punching bag, it's going to be rough. I mean, they play in the Savage South. At the end of the day, the Titans, the Jaguars, the Colts, they win games. They play tough. It's hard out there. I mean, the Titans haven't won a game against the other two competitors in the division, so they're just taking advantage of these wins against the Texans. Hopefully, they get to take advantage of another one, or we're going to see the Bengals in the playoffs.
I think there's a lot of teams who are already in the playoffs, not just the Bengals, who are hoping for a Texans win today, because I do not think a lot of people want to see the Titans in the playoffs. That is a tough team. I've played them this year. They got a good offense. With Mariota's healthy, and they got everybody going.
Mariota is playing tonight after having a shoulder injury for the last couple of weeks. Spoke to the Titans owner Fly earlier today, and he said he's going to have Mariota out there.
Well, having Mariota is a huge deal. They still don't have their star running back, Tevin Coleman, who they paid 2 off seasons ago, I believe. Paid him the big bucks, one of the highest paid halfbacks in Grid right now.
That's a huge loss.
And here we have the Titans returning the ball. Adoree Jackson back there returning. Get it back to the 19 after taking it out of the end zone. Should have just kneeled it there.
Yeah, that's a bad one there. Hopefully Adoree Jackson can keep on doing what he's doing on this defensive side of the ball later on today with a lot of picks on the season. I think he's at 6 right now.
Just about, yeah. He's got the most. There's two other defensive backs with 5 picks on the season. They have ball hawking defensive backs on this team. Mariota handing the ball off to the Garrett Blount. And that's a big sack by, who is that, number 41? Zach Cunningham. That's the middle linebacker out of Tennessee.
I mean, we just said Mariota's playing with an injury, but I tell you what, if he gets a couple more hits like that, he's not going to be playing for long. The Texans want to play, you know. They want to break some hearts today right now. I bet you they're going to do it if they keep playing like that on defensively.
They need to get this pass rush going. When they have guys like Jadeveon Clowney, Whitney Marcellus, J.J. Watt, they need to get this pass rush going. Mariota making a bunch of changes at the line, handing another handoff. There we go, handoff to the Garrett Blount. So, we know you're no stranger to LeGarrette Blount. He spent some time on your New England Patriots team. What do you think about LeGarrette Blount over here subbing in for Tevin Coleman?
I mean, me and the Titans basically switched running backs with, you know, me getting Derrick Henry, him getting LeGarrette. LeGarrette's an old guy, but he's still got a lot of pressure. He's a strong guy to play with.
Play action pass from Mariota. Corner route. That's Corey Davis. That's a number 1 receiver. There you go, making a guy miss. Bringing him down to the 43. That's a first down.
Man, you cannot let Corey Davis get open. He is a dog, and he's going to have a lot of yards to play off like that tonight. If you're going to play man, good luck against them. They're going to throw the ball. I mean, Mariota's got a slingshot over there, and he wants to throw it, shoulder injury or not.
They're definitely going to lean heavy on Corey Davis, I think, tonight. Corey Davis is over 1,000 yards on the season, the most on the team. Mariota hitting the slot receiver number 13. That's another first down. They're just moving the ball down. They got to get this pass rush going early like the Texans got before.
Corey Davis, Taylor, you got Juju. I mean, even Benjamin on the bench. They have a lot of guys they can throw the ball to, and just wait until they start giving it to Safari and Jenkins as well. A lot of guys to catch the ball out there for them. They're going to miss Tevin, but if they can throw it like that, they'll be fine.
Titans consistently coming out with 3 wide receivers over here. Marcus Mariota making changes at the line. Hands the ball off to number 39. I believe that is Chris Thompson. That's another free agent signing. Looking like it's coming up big, getting these free agent running backs with Tevin Coleman getting injured earlier in the season.
That's just a bad play call right there. I think you keep throwing the ball right now. Their secondary doesn't have an answer for your passing attack on this drive, and the running game is not going that great.
Totally agree there. Another 3 wide receiver set coming out of here out of the shotgun for Marcus Mariota. Making a change at the line. Another sack, and that's Jadeveon Clowney. Like I said, this pass rush needs to get in there. They need to keep it going, dial it up. Marcus Mariota's hurt. He's scared. If you hit him again, he might go down again, and they ought to bring in one of their rookie quarterbacks.
Prime, you got to tell me what they're calling at the line of scrimmage. He's making all these changes, and I don't think he's done anything to help this team on any of these plays.
And that's why the running game needs to get going. Marcus Mariota dropping back again. This is a screen pass. Screen pass to Chris Thompson. Running away from his blocker, but still making things happen, making those misses. That is a big-time play by Chris Thompson. I don't know why he would run away from his blocker, follow the big man, and then make the move, but he made it work.
I mean, it looked like his blocker just missed the first game.
I think you need to just get behind that big boy and follow him. There's a field goal. Okay, first score of the game now, 3-0 Tennessee. So, we expected Tennessee to go up early. Do you think that the defense can hold this Texans offense?
I think they're going to have no trouble with this Texans offense. At the end of the day, if the Titans could keep going down there and getting field goals, they'll be fine. It might get ugly in the second quarter, though.
Well, we'll see. Going down. All right, got Texans coming out here now for their first offensive possession. What do you think we get here? You think they get a score? You think they drive it down the field, put some pressure on this Titans defense?
I mean, you get a lot of mixed bag with the Texans defense. Deshaun Watson wants to throw the ball. He wants to be the star of the show. It doesn't.
Deshaun Watson in the I formation, dropping back, hitting Will Fuller the 5th on a corner route. That's a first down, bringing them down to the 43-yard line. So if they get this offense going, what do they need to get going? Is it the pass game? Is it Deshaun Watson? Is it the running game? Well, we know Lamar Miller is down, so they have to lean on D'Onta Foreman a lot now. A big bruising power back. Yeah, so we got him in the I formation. Quick hitting the big-time receiver, Sean Hopkins, over here. And so like I said, what do you think? Do you think they get it going with the pass game, the running game? How do we get this going?
If you're the Texans and you're thinking about this game, the Titans are an aggressive secondary. They want to jump routes. They want to get picks, get the ball going the other way. You got to run the ball. I understand they came out with 2 passing plays. I think it's a bad idea. Run the ball, keep them humble.
I definitely agree with that. I think they need to put the ball in D'Onta Foreman's hands and keep it going. Lining up in the I formation look like a good position to do this now. Adam Shaheen in motion. It's a play-action pass, and it's a sack by Josh Dell, a second-year player. This guy's been coming up huge for the Titans. Huge. That's his 10th sack on the season now, leading the team in sacks. He's a big reason why they get a lot of these picks, putting a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks.
And you should have ran the ball in that situation. I get you get shorter yard situations. You don't have to play action. You don't give them a chance to come get you. It's a bad play call.
All right, Deshaun Watson coming out here, 3rd and 10. We got Hopkins on the outside. Will Fuller lined up inside. And that's a great possession catch right there by Will Fuller, getting this passing game on. 3 for 3 for Watson. You never know. Like they might need to get this passing game going. Maybe attack them. Maybe the Titans are expecting them to go hard in a heavy run.
I mean, if it's working right now, man, I guess you're doing it, but you don't want to get too confident and do something stupid. It's early in the game. You should play smart and conservative. It's only a 3-point lead.
Deshaun Watson out here with single back, D'Onta Foreman. And he hands the ball off. D'Onta Foreman hits it outside. Runs through a defender. There we go. Picks up 4 yards, making this a 2nd and 6. Power back. And just, just keep it going. Keep it pushing. And you just keep the clock running, in my opinion. I think you need to try and keep this Titans offense off the field.
Maybe it's the Patriots owner in me, but I'm telling you, put Garrett in on that play, he's running that guy over and going for 7.
Well, LeGarrette is on the Titans. D'Onta Foreman is on the Texans. And Deshaun Watson. That is a big-time pick by number 25. I believe that's a Dory Jackson. We have an injury on the field. That's just forcing a bad pass right there across the field. He's forcing the ball to Hopkins, trying to get it to his big-time receiver. Right there, you had a big-time run by Foreman. I think you just need to hand the ball off again.
I told you, man, they're going to get confident, start throwing that ball, and his first incompletion is an interception.
Marcus Mariota coming out in the I formation. LeGarrette Blount, they're back there. Hands the ball off to LeGarrette. LeGarrette gets his blocks. Runs right through a defender. Oh, man. Picking up, that's about 8 yards on that play. 7 yards on that play, making it 2nd and 3 on the 38. Like you said, LeGarrette running through people. You called it.
It's going to be the difference, man. You got a team that can throw the ball, and they're going to have a running back who can change this, run through guys, slow it down. It's going to be, I'm telling you, he's going to be a difference in this game.
Marcus Mariota coming lined up, 2 wide receivers, LeGarrette in the backfield. Hands the ball off again. LeGarrette punt right up the middle, parts the Red Sea, that offensive line. That's a great blocking right there, more than it is a great run. It's a great play call, too, there by the Titans owner.
I mean, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I mean, obviously Tevin Coleman's injury is huge. But in the playoffs, running the outside and stuff like that, you don't want to risk fumbles. If you can run through guys, beat them up, they're going to be uncomfortable. It's tiring. It's a long season. I don't know, man.
I agree with that. Right now, Chris Thompson in the backfield in a full house formation. Hands the ball off outside. Chris Thompson gets blocked, and Corey Davis with a huge block on the outside. Chris Thompson make another man miss. Chris Thompson out here. This is like thunder and lightning. Chris Thompson and LeGarrette Blount. Is this maybe a better combination than just having Tevin Coleman out there, handing the ball off solely to him?
Well, they're looking good right now. Hopefully they keep running the ball like that. You know, they're getting down the field without having to pass the ball. These guys are eventually going to have to come up, and hopefully Mariota can dart downfield.
Hey, start the second quarter. Still have Tennessee Titans up 3-0 to the Houston Texans. So going with this game, where do you expect this game to end now? Marcus Mariota lined up, single back formation. Player coming across the middle. And Marcus Mariota hitting the guy in motion, number 19. And bringing him to the 2-yard line. PAFK quick. That is a big-time play that I know a lot of owners in NBL and in Grid love to call. I think that was called in a great situation right there. Pass completed to Juju Smith-Schuster.
It was a great call. I said they were going to go play action, get a play real quick, and that was right there.
Formation with the big man, LeGarrette Blount in there. Hands the ball right up the middle. Touchdown, LeGarrette Blount. The big bruiser. Get him down there. They put him on the goal line, and he makes things happen. He is leading this team in touchdowns already on the season, and that just gives him one more.
I mean, it's too easy, man. At this point, Tennessee looks like they're going to be able to do whatever they want offensively, and if the defense can stay up, they're going to be fine.
If the Titans can consistently put themselves on the goal line in the red zone there and just hand the ball off to LeGarrette Blount, I don't see much happening. Because the middle of this Texans defensive line has no answer for this run game right now. With the Texans returning the ball to the 21-yard line. Another time where they could have just taken a kneel, got it to the 25, gotten the extra yards. I think the Texans need to take exactly what they can get. Deshaun Watson coming out, single back formation. You have the wide receiver. Big passage for Fedorowicz. Fedorowicz taking it to the 38-yard line. That was a big-time pass on a blitz. Picked that up really well, Deshaun Watson.
That's how you got to throw the passes. You got to get it there before the receiver gets there, before the tight end gets there. It makes it so they can get to the play before the corner, safety, whoever's them realize what's really going on. That's a good play right there by Deshaun Watson. If Watson makes more reads like that, and then not reads like he made on that pick, we could have a totally different game right here. Handing the ball off to Devonta Foreman, going nowhere, getting stopped at the line, losing a yard, making it 2nd and 11. Man, they got to figure out how to get this run game going. If they don't get this run game going, Deshaun's going to drop back at least 40 times today, and it's going to be a rough game. They need to figure out a way to be able to run that ball, or they're going to be a very simplified offense tonight. Yeah, that's no recipe for a Texans win tonight, putting Deshaun Watson, all that pressure on him. They need to get the run game going. Will Fuller in motion. Where's that pass going to? He's a wide open man. I don't know how you missed that. Deshaun just puts a dime on Fedorowicz right there and then overthrows his receiver right there. I don't understand it. Sometimes I think Deshaun thinks he's a rookie, man. I mean, you're stepping backwards, keep going backwards, and decide to throw off your back foot. There's no way you expect to get that pass completed. It's unfortunate, too, because there was no pass rush. He was completely fine. Completely clear pocket. He was fine. Deshaun Watson coming out with 3 wide receivers set. Cover 2 for the Titans defense. Making changes at the line to Deshaun Watson. Seeing something that he doesn't like. Continues to make changes over here.
Sean Watson dropping and gets sacked.
I mean, listen, you can't do anything defensively. You can't do anything offensively. It's going to get ugly. If I'm on the Texas sideline right now, I'm trying to start this next drive with a special play. Think of something we haven't called all year in any game. Do something. Catch them off guard.
Texans punting the ball into the end zone, putting the Titans at the 20. I just think the Titans need to continue handing the ball off here to their duo of Chris Thompson and LeGarrette Blount, and I think that's a recipe for success because it doesn't look like this Texans defense can stop them.
Yeah, they seem to be fine right now. If it keeps going like that, it's going to get ugly. I know I keep saying it, but it's going to get ugly.
Marcus Mariota coming in the I formation, looking like he's going to hand the ball off to LeGarrette Blount again, looking like man coverage, zone blitz. Marcus Mariota dropping back, rolling out, getting chased down. Making J.J. Watt miss, and a fumble picked up by number 59, Whitney Mercilus. We usually call Whitney Mercilus out there for sacking the quarterback, and we see him picking up a fumble right there. That is a big-time play by a Texans defense right there.
I think Mariota was tripping out on that play. You made J.J. Watt miss. Slide, young fella. Don't die out there. You're going to play for some playoff games later on after this. This is just one game.
I agree right there. Now Texans putting them in great field position right outside the red zone. Sean Watson coming in the shotgun, handing the ball off to Donta Foreman. Donta Foreman putting it right up the middle, getting a first down, picking up about 11 yards right there. If the offensive line could keep giving him stuff like that all game, then we might see more rushing, but we haven't seen that throughout the whole game.
I mean, it's only rushes. You got to give him a chance. He had 2 not-so-great runs, a strong run right there. He's a power back. He's got to get going. He's got to feel the contact. Let him know that he's playing football.
Yeah, exactly. You got Deshaun Watson coming out here in the shotgun. Donta Foreman lined up next to him, 2 wide receivers. We have a blitz coming in by the Titans. Misses the blitz. Deshaun Watson evading, getting sacked. Just throw the ball away. If you have nothing there, throw the ball away. You lose 4 yards on that play. I don't understand the reasoning there for that.
Deshaun Watson, man, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know why he's doing it, but both of these quarterbacks seem like they want to get hit. They're running into guys, they're not trying to evade them, and they're not sliding.
If you would have asked me when this play started, I would have told you Texans are scoring a touchdown here. But after that play, I don't know. Sean Watson lined up in the shotgun. Donta Foreman lined up next to him. Hopkins lined up on the outside on the left side. Look for him to throw the ball there. That's his big-time receiver. I think he hits him there. He targets him, but he misses. I called it, though. I did call it, didn't I?
I mean, you had a good call there. It was an obvious play. And you know what? The defense did not cover it well. If you throw that ball a little bit better, you got the touchdown. And he just throws a horrible pass.
This Titans defense has come out consistently in man coverage, telling these receivers to man up. They're telling them, come out here and beat me one-on-one, and they just haven't been able to do it. Deshaun Watson lined up 3 wide receivers. Donta Foreman lined up next to him. Donta Foreman in the flat, and he throws the ball. That's a touchdown to Jalen Strong. Big-time play, targeting that cover 2 right in the middle. That's a perfect pass, perfect read by Deshaun Watson.
I think that's just the receivers telling you, we've been in the right spots all night long. Tell Deshaun to get us the ball. He's throwing bad passes. They're making the plays, and he needs to make sure he gets it to them.
This is a game now, 10-7. 2:50 left in the second. We have a whole lot of football left to play. These Texans want to play upset to this Titans.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. If you're the Texans, you need a win here. Yeah, you're not going to the playoffs. Yeah, it's over, but you want to get a win in this division. You need some confidence. These guys are going to come back next year and play these same teams 6 times. If you can't beat any of these teams once, you're never going to win the division. You're going to be 4th place every year, and that's not what they want.
Exactly. This is a pride game coming out here. Marcus Mariota, single back. Chris Thompson in the backfield this time. Hands the ball off. Gets stopped at the line. Goes for a yard. He got something there. I don't like that play call, though. I think you continue to put it up the middle. I think when you make him focus up the middle, that's when you've been hitting the outside. That's when it's been working.
Yeah, man. I don't know why Chris Thompson's getting so many, snaps. You got LeGarrette. Give him the ball more often.
Marcus Mariota, empty backfield. Looking deep. Hits his slot receiver, number 13, right in the middle. That's targeting this targeting, this cover 2 defense again with the middle of the safeties. Both of these teams have been leaving the middle of the field open a lot. The Titans just have been able to target it more than the Texans have been able to. Marcus Mariota's hurry-up offense. That's a screen to number 19. That's Juju Smith-Schuster, making a man miss, bringing the ball down to the 31-yard line. 6 for 6 for Marcus Mariota. He's been playing well.
I mean, Marcus Mariota's got the weapons. I know you got Corey Davis, the number 1. He's great. Juju's playing awesome. You got Twain Taylor, who's playing awesome. 27 receptions, 518 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the year. They get the ball to all the receivers. They split the yards well. They get a lot of touchdowns, all of them. They're doing great.
4 wide receiver set. We got a blended back play action pass from Marcus Mariota. Looking in the middle again. Is that Taywan Taylor, number 13, bringing the ball down? That's a touchdown. Rolling into the touchdown right over that defender. That's a big-time play.
That young man can play ball, man. I'm telling you what. Listen, Marcus Mariota is not only playing well passing the ball, but he's showing Deshaun Watson a couple things. Right there, you don't have to move backwards in the pocket. You got a wide-open guy. Just throw the ball. If he does that on the last drive before his first touchdown, it's a closer game.
Yeah, this Texans team is playing just like we thought they were going to play right here after they got that fumble last drive. That brings the ball to the 26, get an extra yard than they would have gotten if they kneeled it down there. So what's the recipe for success right here for the Texans come down here and score a touchdown?
Run the ball. I mean, it was a short field, obviously, because of the fumble. But Deonta Foreman starts that drive off. He gets the big carry. You get sacked, messes up a little bit, but you're still able to throw the ball after you run it. You have to make them humble. You have to let them know that they can't play around in the secondary and have all this time in the world to figure out what you're doing.
Watson went through wide receiver set. Deonta Foreman lined up next to him in the shotgun, making some changes at the line like he has been all night. Ball is snapped. Looking deep to DeAndre Hopkins. And just overthrown by Deshaun Watson. He just hasn't been able to hit the man DeAndre Hopkins deep. This is your best receiver. You need to give him a chance. He's just not giving him to him.
Listen, D-Hop, I know the season's over. I understand. Maybe you go dive for that one. I mean, that's a pretty good thrown ball. I think you get a little bit more effort than your little, hands reaching out. Jump up. Do something.
Deshaun Watson coming out at through wide receiver again with Deonta Foreman lined up next to him in the shotgun. Snaps the ball off. Looking for his tight end again, C.J. Fedorowicz right up the middle. I believe nope, 3rd and inch. They did not give him the ball. I think that's a bad spot. It looks like a first down to me.
I mean, regardless of how they spot it, let's see if they run the ball now. You got a 3rd and inches. Are you really going to put this play in Deshaun Watson's hands? That's the question now. You haven't trusted your running back all game long. Is it going to continue?
We got 1:40 left in the second quarter. Texans trying to drive down the field and make this a one-score game. He hits Jalen Strong across the middle. They just need to keep moving the ball. They need to keep moving. Top clock is running. This hasn't been their strong suit, the high-powered offense, but I think they need to try and score before halftime, make this a game.
Yeah, scoring before halftime is huge. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Texans got the ball to start the game. The Titans are getting it at half. You want to get points. You don't want to give them an opportunity to make the lead any bigger.
Exactly. To give them the opportunity to go up 3 scores. Deshaun Watson coming out empty backfield, looking for his tight end again, C.J. Fedorowicz. That has been his main target today. He's been putting it right in his hands, but he can't put it in his hands of D-Hop.
I mean, Fedorowicz has the 2nd most receptions on this team right now. Unfortunately, DeAndre Hopkins is not even close to that. And Jalen Strong is leading the team in receptions. I guess they just don't trust D-Hop anymore. I don't know. You're throwing the ball to him. You're giving him chances. They're not working out. And he's just looking other places.
You lose trust.
3 wide receivers set for Deshaun Watson. Looking across the middle again. That's Will Fuller making another big catch. That's his 2nd of the game.
I mean, coming in this game, Will Fuller has double the receptions DeAndre Hopkins has. I may be wrong, and he might have had an injury earlier in this year that I'm not accounting for. But he just seems to be looking for these other guys more often.
This Titans defense seems to be just letting the Texans have what they want right now, letting them drive down the field, but I guess they're okay with giving up a field goal here, thinking that they're this strong right now on defense. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller again. That's back-to-back for a first down. That's 38 seconds left. Houston Texans calling a timeout. That's a good call right there.
I mean, if you're the Titans and you just don't want to give up the end zone play, and the shorter the field gets, the more confident you are that you can get the stop, I get it. I think it's a bad decision, but you never know.
Sean Watts coming out here, 2 wide receivers set, I formation, Donta Freeman in the backfield. Looking for D-Hop on the out, and touchdown DeAndre Hopkins. We've been saying that he hasn't hit him all game, saying he hasn't been a factor, and there you go, he scores a touchdown, he proves us wrong.
That's a big play, man. That's a good catch for DeAndre, great way to get in the end zone, great play call, and a good drive by the Houston Texans.
Way to make it a one-score game right before half. Now this defense just got to hope that they can not let the Titans score with 34 seconds left in the half and just let them go into half a 17-14 game and rest on your laurels that you even scored this much at this point.
I don't know, man.
Titans bring the ball out to the 27-yard line.
I don't know, man. I think this Titans team is going to be aggressive here. Maybe try and go for one quick shot. You have 2 timeouts. If you don't get it, maybe you kneel it after that, but give it a try.
I agree. You go out there, you try to do something. Why not? You seem like to be the better team. They seem confident in what they're doing, so why not go out there and try and do that? Marcus Mariota making a bunch of changes at the line. Marcus Mariota play action, looking sideline. That is Corey Davis on the sideline. That's 8 for 8 for Marcus Mariota now. He has not missed a pass yet.
That's a great pass there. You get the ball, go out of bounds. There's a lot of time still on that clock. You didn't lose up too many seconds, and you have both timeouts still.
Yeah, go down here, try to get a field goal, and make it a 2014 game going into half and make the lead a little bit bigger. Just make it a little bit safer for you. Marcus Mariota, shotgun pass, looking deep. He hits his man. That is a catch. Wow. I did not see that catch. I did not think that was going to be caught.
If I'm the Texans head coach right now, I'm grabbing that guy by the helmet and saying, what are you doing? He watched him catch the ball, did absolutely nothing. Not to try and stop the ball, a big hit to try and make him drop it. You just let him do it. What do you want to do?
I don't even know what to say there at this point. They're basically putting them in field goal position right here with Marcus Mariota coming out with 4 wide receivers. Actually, that's 3 wide receivers. Also, Sarian Jenkins on the outside. He's looking again to the sideline. In the middle, that's a pick by DJ Swearinger. I don't know why you throw the ball in the middle right there. They had a wide open guy on the out route over on the sideline. That's just that's just being greedy right there. You take the yards, take the field goal.
It's a bad play by the Titans, but a great play by Swearinger. Makes up for the mistake by Rossum on the last play, and they should just get out of this half.
Yeah, Texans should just run the ball out here, kneel it out, and just go into half being happy with the 17-14 game. But no, they go out and pass the ball. He's looking deep, running, and throws the ball out of bounds. All that to throw the ball out of bounds. Okay, so now we've got... you just run the ball here. You need to run the ball here. Just go into half and kneel it out, and we'll see what they can do going in here with the defense now. Make another big-time play like Swearinger just did. And we come out in victory formation going into half. So, okay, seeing how this game is going, do you have any changes to your predictions? How do you think the rest of this game goes?
I mean, we spoke, earlier today, and I said Titans a lot. They're making me look bad right now, but I still think they win this game.
It has been... ever since our first broadcast, which was a blowout by our reigning Super Bowl champions, the Carolina Panthers, who have also went 16-0 this season, looking for the undefeated repeat. We have not had a blowout on Grid Live yet, other than that one. It's been good divisional matchups the whole way through. So I did not expect a big time lead from the Titans to win this game. But I definitely thought the Titans were going to win with Deshaun Watson handing the ball. If that's a fumble by Donta Foreman, picked up by Donta Jones.
Well, there's a lot of time for this blowout to happen still, I guess, because the Titans make a play starting right out the half, and they only have 25 yards to go to a touchdown. Well, let's go. Make me right, Fly.
Yeah, that's just heartbreaking right there, handing the ball off right there. Marcus Mariota coming out, single back, 2 wide receivers. Handing the ball off to LeGarrette Blount, the big bruiser, parting the Red Sea, running right through people. There we go. The big man getting the job done.
LeGarrette's a bully, man. He's a bully. That's what he did in New England for seasons, and it was sad to see him go, but obviously he's thriving out here in Tennessee.
Yeah, I think the game plan right now is just give the ball to LeGarrette. The man has been able to rest most of the season with Freeman getting most of the workload. You give him the ball now and just see what you got with him going into the playoffs, because he could be a big-time player in the playoffs with this run game. Titans coming out, two wide receiver set, single back, hand the ball off again to LeGarrette. There we go. Chunks of yards, 4 yards on the 4-yard line now. Just keep handing the ball to him. The Titans are going to score. If you keep handing the ball off to LeGarrette, getting in the red zone, this is what's going to happen.
Just keep giving him the ball. Keep feeding the beast, and you're going to get in the end zone. It's simple as that.
Just let him keep bullying everybody, like you said. Bully Blunt. Bully Blunt. Titans coming out again. LeGarrette Blunt in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set. And Marcus Mariota hands the ball off to LeGarrette again, but he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Still 3rd and goal. What do you do here now? Do you keep running the ball with LeGarrette? You put the ball in Marcus Mariota's hand and let him do something.
I mean, you've been giving Chris Thompson a couple snaps. Maybe put him there, throw it to him in the flat, let him do something in open field, get a touchdown.
Let Lightning come in, give Thunder a little bit of rest, but no, looks like they let Thunder come back in. Marcus Mariota, 2 wide receiver set again, single back. Got 2 tight ends lined up. I think we go see one of these tight ends make a pass. And we hand the ball off to number 13, Tywan Taylor, who gets stuffed at the goal line. I like the play call. It's a risky play call, but I like it. It's different.
It's a crappy play call. You shouldn't be calling stuff like that. You ran the ball all those times. Throw the ball. Give them a chance to make a play. Corey Davis has made plays. Everyone's made plays as a receiver, and you're not even going to give him one throw. If you're not going to get the touchdown on the run plays, you're going to give up on it, and you're not going to give LeGarrette the run. Do not let your wide receiver run it.
Titans hit that field goal, making a 2014 game, kicking it off to the Texans right now, who take the ball out of the end zone and bring the ball down to the 24-yard line, just about the 25, just about where they would have gotten if they kneeled the ball out. So, and looks like we have a player down on the field. Looks like their return man. I didn't see anything come up for an injury, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on right there. But that could be big. You never know. Games like this, special teams seems like it's always a big deal. With Sean Watts coming out, single back, 2 wide receiver set. Looking like he's making some changes at the line. Sean Watson hands the play action to Donta Foreman. Looks for Donta Foreman in the flat. That's a big time pass, bringing him down to the 32-yard line, making it 2nd and 2.
Good on the Texans to keep their running back in the game. He just made a big fumble, but you go right to him in the pass play and you say, listen, it's all right, big fella. We need you to keep playing. We need to get this win.
Yeah, I guess keep that confidence up. Let him keep going. Tell him that you still have confidence in that run game. You got it. With Lamar Miller out, it's not like you have much of a chance. Handing the ball off to him once again. And I believe he gets the first down there. We just got to see does not get the first down. I have not been calling these well tonight at all.
Well, the refs are certainly not being friendly to the Texans, because they're not giving them any of these inches situations. They're going to make them work for them.
Sean Watson coming out in the pistol, 3 wide receivers. Donta Foreman lined up behind him, and he hands the ball off. Donta Foreman kicks it to the outside. He's being chased down. Goes pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line, getting the first down for the Texans.
A good play call there, a nice run, but man, Donta Foreman's got to start running a little harder once he's in open field like that.
He's definitely not known to be the fastest guy. He's more of an inside the tackles, inside the guards runner. Going to bully people, more like LeGarrette Blunt. As the Texans come out in the weak formation. And he hits Will Fuller to the outside, and he breaks a tackle, brings it, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Texans.
That's a great play. Great open field move by Will Fuller to get to the end zone. And the Texans got a lead. They're trying to make a lot of people wrong right now.
We have a game right here. I can hear it now. Eric's telling everybody, I was right. He's like, I had faith in him. He's the only one who did in these predictions today. You didn't. I definitely didn't.
Listen, Eric might have had faith in him, but there's somebody else a little bit more excited than him, and he's the owner of the Bengals. He's rooting for these Texans team. He's probably jumping up and screaming right now.
I can only imagine how Jamie is reacting to this game right now. We know he's watching. He was talking about it all day in chat. All day. He kept telling Fish, you got to get in practice. Get in practice, Fish.
He probably sent Fish the scouting report. Gave him the game plan. He's calling the plays in the headset right now.
I don't know about that. Fish is a good Madden player. He's been able to get things done. He's just been in a tough division. Garrett Blunt running through people. As we're talking about them, Garrett Blunt out here doing things. Getting a big time first down. Getting the ghost truck right there after he actually gets 2 trucks.
Well, you know what? LeGarrette said enough is enough. We are not losing this game. I want to play in the playoffs. And plays like that are going to be the difference between the playoffs and going home.
Yeah, LeGarrette definitely does want to go home now. They bring in Chris Thompson in the backfield. 4 wide receiver set. Marcus Mariota making changes at the line. Marcus Mariota drop back. He's got Chris Thompson right there. Chris Thompson missing the tackles. Make ghost truck right there once again. Making a guy miss, though, with it.
See, that's a good play call. You see, there's nothing working on you on those out routes and all that other stuff going out there. And you give it to the little running back and let him get something in the open field. You don't have to make a risk. You don't have to fumble, throw a pick, anything like that. You don't have to extend the play. Make the smart play.
Titans come out through wide receivers. LeGarrette Blount back in the game. Austin Jenkins lined up in the slot as a receiver. Looking for LeGarrette Blount in the flat. Give the screen to LeGarrette Blount. That's a big time play. I like that. Didn't expect that. You expect more for Chris Thompson to be on the field for that kind of play. Now LeGarrette Blount, I think that they caught the Texans off guard on that one.
LeGarrette said, listen, man, I got some wheels too. Just wait on it. He's going to do it all if you need him to. And the Titans are confident in that.
Is that what he told you when he was on New England? He's got wheels? Is that what he told you?
Nah, he told me to get him off this team.
Marcus Mariota dropping back, hitting his tight end. I think that is Fasano. There you go, making guys miss, bouncing off of tackles. That guy looks like he's got about 70 speed after he bounced off that tackle.
Well, you know what? The big boy got the pass, made a couple people miss, didn't put it on the floor. That's all that matters right there, and it's a good play for the Titans.
It was a big-time catch and making those guys bounce right off that tackle. Marcus Mariota coming out here, shotgun, LeGarrette Blount in the backfield, Juju Smith-Schuster on the outside, hands the ball off to LeGarrette Blount right up the middle. There you go, shedding a tackle. LeGarrette Blount, he has just made all these guys look like boys. He's a man, and they are all little boys.
I mean, that's not even a truck. He just pushed him and said, get out of my way, little man. I got somewhere to go. Keeps going for an extra couple of yards. They need to go tell someone to hit a little harder. Maybe tell Swearinger to come and put a hit on him.
Swearinger's got a pick already. He would love to get a forced fumble here, too. Chris Thompson in the backfield now. Hands the ball. No, play action. Hits Chris Thompson in the flat. Chris Thompson making guys... Is that... Oh, right out the 1 yard line. I thought he had a touchdown there. He's just got to reach the ball the other way instead of out of bounds, and that's a touchdown for Chris Thompson.
That's a great play call there. Mariota makes a great decision, doesn't wait for anything, throws the ball right away as he sees the pressure, and Chris Thompson's got to get in the end zone there.
Right now, you got to give the ball to LeGarrette Blount. I don't think that doesn't matter. Don't get cute, nothing. You give the ball to LeGarrette here. Give it to the big man. As he hands the ball to LeGarrette, and LeGarrette gets into the end zone. That's another touchdown for LeGarrette Blount. I believe that's his second for tonight.
I mean, where else did you think they were going to go? LeGarrette has been doing it all, and they're going to give him the ball, and he's going to keep thanking them for it by giving them what they need. Touchdowns, yards, whatever it takes.
I think Marcus Mariota, once this game is over, and if Titans come out on top, I think Marcus Mariota needs to take LeGarrette out for a nice big steak dinner because he's making his job easy right now. Not having to make a lot of passes, out here doing good things for this team.
With that sore shoulder, he is very thankful. He's probably telling the coach, call 20 more run plays. Call some running back passes, whatever you want, as long as LeGarrette has the ball.
That seems like that's the game plan as the Titans kick the ball off to the Texans and they just kneel it out in the end zone, bringing the ball out to the 25-yard line. So the Texans, they're not out of this game. It's still a one-score game. They score a touchdown here. They have the lead if they hit the field goal. We keep talking about the Titans like this is over, but this is a 27-21 game as Deshaun Watson comes into the shotgun, hands the ball off to D'Onta Foreman up the middle, who gets stuffed at the goal line, at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, as long as Deshaun Watson's proving us wrong, I'm going to keep saying that the Texans are in it. And they're doing a great job right now. I think that the defense isn't playing as great as you want them to, but the offense is saying, we're going to carry the load for you guys, just give us one. And if they can keep doing it right now, they'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely. As the Texans come out, shotgun, D'Onta Foreman lined up next to him onto the left side. Will Fuller in motion. Deshaun Watson looking for D'Onta Foreman in the flat once again. Ooh, pushes number 26 off him. He says, look, LeGarrette, I can do it too.
Without a doubt, He's a strong guy, makes good plays. You just got to keep doing it.
Yeah, LeGarrette, they very similar running backs, Dr. Foreman and LeGarrette Blount. I'm not just talking about the Dreads either.
I mean, obviously the Dreads are a similarity as well, but I think the talent level is still there.
Sean Watson taking that, looking in the flat again, once for Dr. Foreman. Nope, across the middle to his big tight end, CJ Fedora with his biggest #1 target. We have another injury down the field. Not seeing who that is. I didn't see anybody go down there, did you?
I don't know who went down, but that was a great play by the Texans. That offensive line is protecting well. And you know what? The Titans, if you want to play in the playoffs, there's a lot of good defenses there. And you know what they do? They get pressure. You need to get pressure on Deshaun Watson if you plan on winning this game.
Texans come out, 2 wide receivers, CJ Fedora right there on everybody bunched up onto the right side of the field, Dr. Foreman in the backfield. Sean Watson has made a lot of reads at the line of scrimmage and made a lot of changes today. I like that, keeping this Titans defense on their heels as he hands the ball off to Dr. Foreman, who makes a man miss. He's running, gets about 8 to 9 yards on that play, making it a second and 2.
That's another good play. You know, you got to let them run the ball. Obviously, like I said before, you give these big power backs a chance to start getting contact, start getting the ball, and they're going to make plays, and that's what Dr. Foreman's doing for you right now.
Yeah, both these quarterbacks have just said, let me hand the ball off to our guy as Will Fuller comes in motion. And that's a pass in the flat. Will Fuller getting the blocking from DeAndre Hopkins, making a man miss with that spin move. There we go, bringing the ball down to the 16-yard line, putting them in the red zone. This Texans offense has been moving. It's just their defense can't get the job done and stop these Titans.
I'll tell you what, though, Prime. I think if he doesn't go get that spin move, he gets 6. It was a waste. It didn't help the guy miss him at all. The guy already was missing him. You were outrunning him, Fuller. Just keep running, baby.
He doesn't get any style points for that, I guess. None from you?
Style points don't do anything for you. This is not NBA Street, man. NFL Street, none of that. You can't jump off the wall and get a touchdown. This ain't arena football.
Yeah, it hasn't looked like arena football. It hasn't looked like anything. It's been old school football, ground and pound from both teams as Sean Watson comes out here through 4 wide receivers. Looking out, and he gets sacked. Moving around in that pocket, bouncing around, and that's Jarrell Casey. That's the veteran Jarrell Casey. That's a big-time player on this Titans defense.
Well, you know what? The Titans finally decided we're going to get some pressure and go after him, and Deshaun Watson does what he does best, and he gets a little bit of happy feet, and he starts running around, sees nothing to do. Instead of trying to throw the ball away, he gets smacked. Welcome to the ground. It
definitely seems that when the Titans are getting pressure, which they haven't been getting a lot of today, they are definitely not giving Deshaun Watson a chance. He's getting happy feet, like you said, and he's just not being able to make the reads. This is when he was throwing the pick. They were getting the pressure. As he comes out here with nobody in the backfield, with his running back lined up on the outside, CJ Fedora across the middle, he goes deep. That's a touch. Wow. Where? You just put your hands up, corner. Put your hands up, defensive back, and that's a touchdown. I mean, that's a pick, but that's a great pass by Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson took the risk. He said, Kyle, Will Fuller, you've been playing great today, and I'm going to give you another play, and he went and got it for him. Fuller's been a great part of this offense today, a big part, and he keeps rewarding them with points.
And there we go. The Texans hit that extra point, making it a 28-7 game. We keep talking about CJ Fedora because he's been getting all of the bulk of the catches, but Will Fuller just seems to be getting the big plays. Like, I guess, is this Will Fuller's team when it comes to receiving? Because we haven't seen much of Diop except for that 1 touchdown catch.
I mean, Will Fuller is third in receptions on the team and receiving yards. I don't know what Will Fuller said to them in the locker room, but Jalen Strong is not getting the ball as much as he nearly does, as he gets it regularly.
Mark Snyder coming out in the shotgun, heading the ball off to Chris Thompson, bangs it out to the outside, and he gets tackled by number 31, getting about 8 yards on that, making it 7 yards, making that a 2nd and 3.
Now, Chris Thompson's a good football player, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't on a team at the beginning of the season. You picked him up in free agency during the season for a reason, to be a change of pace to the guy you signed in the offseason and make a difference. LeGarrette Blount, he shouldn't be making these plays. Give it to LeGarrette, let him hit that guy, knock him over, get a couple more yards.
I think he's in there because LeGarrette can't get those outside runs, and you can't just keep putting it into the inside. As they hand the ball to the inside to LeGarrette Blount, who makes a man miss and goes deep. Not making a man miss. He didn't make anybody miss. No one just tried to tackle him, and there he goes and gets a touchdown.
And LeGarrette tells you right after you say it, take it back. I can do it all. Prime, I can do every single thing. I can make him miss. I can run past him. I can hit him. And he's doing it. They need to stop giving it to anyone else. If you want to run the ball, give it to LeGarrette.
Titans are coming out here going for 2 to make so they can have a tie game if there's a touchdown here. Marcus Mariota coming out in the shotgun. Garrett Blount in the backfield. I think you just need to give this ball to Garrett, but it looks like they're going to pass here. Marcus Mariota making a bunch of reads at the line. Juju Smith-Schuster moving. Juju Smith-Schuster, and that's a big-time sack by Jadeveon Clowney.
Hopefully Marcus Mariota gets up from a hit like that. That was brutal. Clowney is a beast. He's a part of one of the nasty defenders here in this Savage South, and you don't want to meet him too much.
I think when you've got this running game going the way they've gotten it going all game, no matter who it's been, Chris Thompson with Will Fuller making people move with a big return to the 37-yard line. But like I was saying, you getting the game done on the ground. When you're on the 2-yard line there, why are you in shotgun and why are you trying to pass the ball there? It doesn't matter who you give the ball to. LeGarrette just got a big run. Then you go give the ball to Chris Thompson. You get the job done there.
Yeah, I don't know why they want to keep going to this passing game. You've been doing so much on the ground. There's no reason to look at it.
Empty backfield for Deshaun Watson as he hikes the ball. That's a wide receiver screen to Will Fuller once again. Will Fuller out here doing his thing tonight, showing up on Grid Live under the lights.
Will Fuller and Deshaun Watson have taken over this game for the Houston Texans, and they are doing a great job right now.
Texans have been doing a great job of utilizing Will Fuller's speed because we know he's one of the faster guys on the field always, other than maybe a Dory Jackson out there on the Titans side of the field. With once again, the Texans come out with nobody in the backfield. D'Onta Foreman lined up as a wide receiver in motion to the right side of the field. And he looks like he's looking, doesn't see what he wants, and he throws the ball away. I don't know what they were trying to do there.
I mean, it looked like a screen, and you had the blockers in front of him. He may not get you 10, 20 yards, but he looked like he could have got 5 or 6 before it went out of bounds or anything, or took a tackle. You take the risk there. There's nobody there to jump the route. They would have been fine.
Yeah, I guess when you're getting a screen, you don't always need a big-time play. You use it as a run play like they have been all game. As he comes out with split back, D'Onta Foreman lined up on the right side in motion. Throws the ball to D'Onta Foreman and with another screen to D'Onta Foreman. And he tries to run through that guy, but he says no. And he brings the ball down to the 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to make it a bigger play, but that man said, you are not going any further, and stopped him. It's not going to be a big play here for the Texans, and I think they need to go right back to who's been making it work all day, Will Fuller.
Yeah, I think 3rd and 4, you need a big-time play. You go to your guys, Will Fuller, C.J. Fedorowicz. They've been making plays happen here. Put the ball in Deshaun Watson's hand. Let him do what he's got to do right here. As he has split backfield with D'Onta Foreman and Lynch on the outside. DeAndre Hopkins lined up on the outside. DeAndre Hopkins cut off the middle, right up the middle. Attacking that cover 2 defense again. It seems like every time these defenses have gone into cover 2, the offense has found a way to get the ball in the middle and attack it.
I mean, that's a great pass there. There was not a huge window for him to get into. It was risky. Will Fuller was open for a first down right there, and he just decided, you know what, I'm going to give D-Hop another shot here. I like the play call, though. It was a good play call.
It was definitely a dime. I should just start talking about guys and tell them that they're not doing anything because then they go and make plays every single time as Deshaun Watson hands the ball off to D'Onta Foreman going nowhere, maybe gets a yard on that play.
I get why you're calling the run there, but I got to say, man, coming to this game, I did not think that Deshaun Watson was going to outplay Mariota the way he is right now. Guy's got 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards. He's playing great.
Mariota's hurt right now. He's got that hurt shoulder. He's probably ailing it a little bit. They're probably trying to lean on the run game like they have been all game. As Deshaun Watson, shotgun, hits Jalen Strong over there for a first down.
Jalen Strong screaming out, hey, remember me? I lead this team in receptions and touchdowns. Give me the ball, too.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson looks like he wants to spread the ball around. It looks like they're keying in on Fedorowicz, they're keying in on Fuller, so now he's just got to look at the rest of the guys to get open. As he lines up shotgun, D'Onta Foreman hands the ball off. D'Onta Foreman, I don't like that there. You just go up the middle. That looks like a design run into the middle, but you're pushing it outside. You're not the fast guy. You're not going to make guys miss that way.
I think he saw linebackers trying to get into those holes between those linemen and got really scared right there. I just think he was nervous on that one.
Yeah, I don't like that play call. You just got to put the ball in Deshaun Watson's hand. The exact opposite of what we've been saying all day with the Titans. You got to put the ball in Deshaun Watson's quarterback's hand. As he play action to Donta Foreman, and he hits. Is that DeAndre Hopkins? DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game. Trying to prove me wrong. Do it. I want to see you prove me wrong. I'd love to see an upset right here with the Texans to play matchmaker and get one of these AFC South teams out of here.
Listen, man, that's 5 touchdown passes for Deshaun Watson on the game. He is having a great game. This is the way you want to end your season. Proving that you guys are good.
There we go. Empty backfield. Deshaun Watson looking, hits. Look the middle. Will Fuller calling his name again. That's a 2-point conversion, making it a 4-point game now, making it 2 possessions. Well, not being able to tie it with the field goal. You need to get a touchdown here to take the lead.
Now, right here, this is going to be an interesting one. Do they continue to give LeGarrette the ball, try and get downfield, or does Mariota show up for one drive and win it for his team?
I think Mariota comes out here and do it. The Oregon fan in me has to have faith in Marcus Mariota to come out here and do it.
I mean, the Oregon fan, and you should know Marcus Mariota doesn't win any big-time games. I say give it a look. He's got Super Bowls. He's champion. Give him the ball. Keep running it. Do what got you here.
LeGarrette's an Oregon Duck, too, and he's got 3 Super Bowls in real life. As Marcus Mariota comes in full house, play action to Chris Thompson, looking deep. He's looking deep. Doesn't see anything. He's rolling out. Gets about 5 yards in there. I like that. Take what you get and get to top the clock.
I don't know. I kind of want to see this game go into overtime right now. I've been enjoying this game a lot. I think we deserve an extra quarter of regular season football.
We're going to have to ask for a lot from the Madden gods for an overtime game here with the 4 points. I think the Titans come out here with the empty backfield. They hit Corey. Is that Corey Davis? Yep, that is Corey Davis. That's his big-time receiver out there, hitting him across the middle. Clock's still running. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 3. Titans are down by 3.
It's going to be a great 2-minute warning right now. Let's see what this 2-minute drive looks like for Tennessee. Hopefully they get the first down here and keep it going.
Seems like I can't do math and I can't read, and it's a 3-point game, not a 4-point game. I'm sorry, guys, for giving you the wrong information out here. Marcus Mariota getting chased down, and that is a sack from number 59, Whitney Marcellus, out here doing big things. He's gotten a lot of sacks this year. He haven't really called his name except for that fumble recovery, and then he goes and makes a big-time play right there late in the game. 1 minute, 48 seconds left.
It is the last drive of the game. You've been using LeGarrette and Chris Thompson all game, and you're telling me you're not going to run the ball once and get your quarterback sacked on 3rd down in a short yard situation.
Well, we got to come out here. 4 wide receivers. Chris Thompson in the backfield for Marcus Mariota. Looking like he's making a lot of reads. There we go. Looking deep there, and that is Corey Davis once again. He hits him for the first down, keeping the drive alive. 1:30, coming to the hurry up.
Rossum is over there on the outside screaming, help me, help me. Every time they target him on that side, he's getting beat. He's not making plays.
Marcus Mariota going, still got Chris Thompson in the backfield, now lined up outside, making a read, looking like he's looking deep across the middle, and that is number 88, Austin Safarian Jenkins, with a big-time play across the middle.
Mariota, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. They should have put the ball in your hands. You're making great plays. The sack was nothing. What a pass. A great play, wide open guy, a dart to him in the middle of the field.
That is, without a doubt, a dot out here. Chris Thompson in the backfield once again. Looks like they're going with him. Marcus Mariota snaps the ball, looking across the middle, and that is number 19, Juju Smith-Schuster, who they traded for in the offseason before the season started.
Houston, they have a lot of time. They have timeouts.
Marcus Mariota handing the ball off to Chris Thompson. Gets stuffed, runs right into the back of his offensive line. They call a timeout here, stopping the clock with 43 seconds left. They're gonna go over here. They're gonna go for this touchdown. They're not gonna play it safe. They're going for this touchdown here.
Like I was saying, the Titans have a lot of time. There was more than enough time for them to take the shots in the middle of the field. They had the timeouts, and they're making the plays. You cannot leave the middle of the field open like that. You're asking to lose this game.
2nd and 4. LeGarrette Blount outside. Oh, was that tip down? Because I was looking over at LeGarrette. The hell, that play had me all messed up.
I mean, the cross screen's an interesting play call right there, but you see the other guy. The screen is pretty well defended. All the defenders are leaning to that side. Give it to the guy with nothing in front of him. If he gets you a couple yards on that play, even if you don't get the first down now, it's an easier field goal.
All right, 3rd and 4, 40 seconds left. Marcus Mariota comes out here. 3 wide receivers, shotgun. LeGarrette Blount in the game now, not Chris Thompson. over here. Looks like he's trying to read this defense, trying to make the right play call. Marcus Mariota out here, got to do this for his team. He's got to put the ball in his hands. There he goes. He makes a play call. Doesn't like what he sees there. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Can they get it done? Gets the playoff. That's a wide receiver screen to Juju Smith-Schuster. And we get another. Oh, that's an injury timeout. That's Juju down. We haven't really called his name a lot today, but he's a big receiver. He could have been a big-time guy right here on this goal line.
And hopefully it's not a big injury, because if they do end up winning this game, you're definitely going to want Juju around for the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. They cannot have a big-time injury if they win this game, and they need him in the playoffs. He's a big-time guy. He's their number 2 receiver. He's been doing it all since they traded for him. They saw they saw a guy that they wanted, and they went out and got him. LeGarrette Blount in the backfield, 2 wide receivers set for Marcus Mariota and the Titans. He's looking, and he hits big man Corey Davis in the end zone to take the lead here with 32 seconds left. This is the game now. Can the Texans come down here, score, and bring it down for the Texans?
I want to say no, but I said the Texans wouldn't even be in this game, and they've proven me wrong. But that was a great play call by the Titans. I don't know. It looked like the Texans were worried about the run there. The way Mariota came back, it looked like it might have been a draw play at first, and it leaves the guy wide open there on the slant.
As Will Fuller takes the ball out of the end zone, tries to make a man miss. Out here trying to do things, bringing it down to the 22-yard line. Oh, and I did pull my calculator out this time. This is a 4-point difference now, not a 3-point. So I got this one right now.
I don't know if you just saw that, but Juju just dislocated his elbow and is out for the rest of this game, and that's a huge injury to have if they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, he's not going to be back for that first round, I do not think. As Deshaun Watson comes out here, gets sacked, holds on to the ball way too long, calling a timeout here.
Oh, so that's the pressure that we said Tennessee all needed all day. It just needed to be 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter, up 4.
As Deshaun Watson comes out here, we got 3 wide receivers. C.J. Fedora was lined up in the slot. Deshaun Watson looking deep, Oh, he hits Will Fuller across the middle. I don't like that play call. They got nowhere going. They got 1 timeout left, 3rd and 8 on the 23. I think you need to go deep. I think you give it to the big man Fedora, which he was open there. You give it to him. Give him a chance.
I mean, that's a bad play call. You've been taking all these risks, and you're going to take a short play right there and not give yourself a real chance on getting down the field with not a lot of time left.
Deshaun Watson looking deep. He's got to go deep here. Looking deep to all of his receivers. Everybody going down deep except for the crossing route, and he hits. And that was just, I don't know what that was at all.
Was that Fedorowicz looking like a ballerina out there? He's hopped and skipped to the ball. He didn't aggressively run to it or anything, and it's another short pass. I guess it doesn't really matter if he catches it, because if he does, it's not a great play. You're going to use your other timeout, and you're going to have 1 Hail Mary, and I don't think Deshaun is going to throw it that far, quite frankly.
Deshaun does not have the strongest arm, Ingrid. Definitely doesn't. It's no more for getting things done with his legs than it is for his arm throwing the ball downfield. But let's see if they can get this done. I think they need to look for DeAndre Hopkins or Will Fuller out here. Go big downfield with 5 seconds left on the play clock. Deshaun Watson comes out here looking deep. Play action pass. And he hits DeAndre Hopkins, not Deshaun Watson. Okay, that is 10 seconds left, first down, 42-yard line.
You got to explain to me why they're calling their best plays on 4th down on both sides of the ball. They need to be in high-pressure situations to start making plays. You got to call these plays on 1st and 2nd down, give yourself more time on the clock to make a play. I think it's a little too late for them to get this done here.
Deshaun Watson shotgun, Will Fuller, DeAndre Hopkins on the outside. He's got to look deep to one of these guys. 10 seconds left, 1 timeout. As they go, both of them running deep. As he hits Jalen Strong at the corner, gets out of bounds with 5 seconds left on the 44-yard line, staying alive.
Hail Mary time. One of those tight corners are going to get a pick right here.
You give it to your big man, DeAndre Hopkins. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Let him go out there and try to make it a 3rd and let him win this for his team. He's your best receiver. You have to put the ball in his hands right now. Just give him a chance to succeed. And then you got Deshaun Watson coming out here. 4 wide receivers set. DeAndre Hopkins lined up in the slot. Deshaun Watson looking deep. Hits DeAndre Hopkins. And no time left on the clock. And there we go. That's the game. How about that play call at the end? What do you think right there?
Well, I guess they gave up and said, hey, let's just lose this game and keep our spot in the draft because you didn't even take a shot at the end zone. You didn't let the plays develop enough, and you just threw a nice little pass for the stats. And yeah, Deshaun Watson had a great game, 444 yards, 5 touchdowns, but stats don't make a difference if you lose the game.
Who's your player of the game?
LeGarrette Blount. I've been saying it all day since this game started. You give the ball to LeGarrette. They gave him the ball, and he was a killer. He didn't stop. He did everything he had to do. He has, 2 touchdowns, definitely over 100 yards, 145 yards on 11 carries. If they gave him 20 carries, he'd have 200 yards.
Yeah, 135 yards and 3 touchdowns he got, and that one really big run. You got to go with Garrett. I'm happy either way, because if you gave it to Marcus, you were still giving it to an Oregon Duck either way. All right, guys, this has been TD Prime and Loaded Lunatic out here with Grid Live. Week 17 action. The Titans came out on top, going to the playoffs, kicking out the Bengals. Sorry, Mark. So thank you for joining us, and you got anything to say, Loaded?
It's playoff time, baby!
All right, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.